night for both teams. Did you ever spend any time in the backcourt at any level when you were playing?
No, I was a ball handling forward, Kevin, and it served me well, but I was not a guard. I was a forward that could dribble and pass fairly well.
So you were ahead of your time, because that's all we see now in the NBA, right? Guards are not always bringing the ball up.
Yeah, you know, somebody just mentioned that to me, Kevin, that I was maybe a tad ahead of my time back in the late 70s.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. Now here's Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. No good from outside. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Raptors. Siakam misses. Here's Irving. Allen dishes to Prince. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Irving finds Dinwiddie. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Siakam pulls it in. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Anunoby, defended by Allen. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Now, here is Irving. Connects from 3-point range. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Siakam. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Dinwiddie.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
The drive by Lowry. The rebound by the Nets.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
To the middle. Here's Allen, and it's Allen with the jam.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 3. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Taurean Prince.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
knocks down the first one.
And a great front office in Brooklyn. General manager Sean Marks taking over in 2016, and he just signed an extension.
And you know, guys, that San Antonio tree has some great branches on it all over the league, and he's one of them. I mean, he's been a player, a coach, has worked in the front office, and Marks understands all sides of the basketball business.
Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
There's Dinwiddie after the Raptors pick up 2. Now the pass to Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got 7.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. That's going to send Kyle Lowry to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And over the last few seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
Free throw good, Lowry. And we've seen Lowry settling for more perimeter shots in recent years.
I mean, he's always had a great motor, but you have to adapt as you get older. Some back issues starting to creep in, and important for him to stay healthy along the way.
Toronto with the ball, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. The drive by Siakam. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Lowry against Irving. Harris outside. Pass to Dinwiddie. From deep three-point range. No good on that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Pass to Anunoby. Five on the clock. Lowry inside the line. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nets trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Wound up there for Allen. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
Down low. And the shot goes in from Siakam. Siakam's got 8 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Allen against Ibaka. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's tightly guarded. Here's Chandler. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA. And then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
And the Toronto Raptors knew in trading for Kawhi Leonard that he might not stick around. Even after his decision to return to his hometown of Los Angeles, Greg, the Raptors have to feel good about the way it all worked out for him.
Kevin, the first championship in franchise history, and now they set about working their way back to the mountaintop. some talented young players and quality vets, not to mention an outstanding front office. I think it'd be a mistake to count them out.
Now the Raptors moving it up. Goes up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here is Harris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the inside. Allen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And, you know, when Allen gets this positioning, the defense is in trouble, which in turn forces them to commit the foul. Boy, I covered Jared Allen in college, and you look at the physical profile he's got. 7.5-foot wingspan, big hands, explosive, really good athlete. He's got all the tools and an upside without limits.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. You were talking, Clark, about Allen's length and leaping ability. He's dangerous around the rim.
Boy, he sure is, guys. Still developing his skill game, but he's already more than serviceable at the offensive end of the floor. And we know he's a rim protector defensively. Good feet, gets up and down, has a nice touch and good hands. Boy, this guy is going to be some kind of player going forward.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
You know, for a team like the Nets building without top picks, player development becomes critical. I mean, the Nets have made that a key focus for their franchise, and you can see the results paying dividends now. You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Outside Lowry. Inside. And Siakam throws it down.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Clark, you were talking about the Nets player development. Guys like Spencer Dinwiddie and Joe Harris were signed as free agents.
Yeah, and, you know, guys, a coaching staff dedicated to taking them to the next level in terms of improvement and player development. The investment they make in their top-notch training facility, all of that focus paying off for them.
And here are the Raptors now, following the bucket by the Nets. And Siakam throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And, you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A 5-time All-Star. Lowry has come a long way since being drafted 24th overall back in 2006.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. First one falls for him. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Jared Allen. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Dinwiddie. And so Lowry nails both of them.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Tremendous versatility for Karis LeVert, offensively, Clark, and defensively. He can play multiple positions.
Well, I like that about him too, Kevin. 6'7", he's a gifted scorer, can make plays when the ball is in his hands. The Nets have a number of ball handlers, and that's what Coach Kenny Atkinson believes in. Let's get a lot of guys that can make plays and do it for each other and together, and we've got something good.
Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for the Raptors. Pass to McCaw. Six on the shot clock. Can't get the putback.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Here's Temple. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Jordan kicks to Irving. Boucher with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
A big part of your game was rebounding. You controlled the glass so well. What's one thing you would tell young viewers if they wanted to improve their rebounding?
You know, I'm a little bit out of the norm here, but the biggest thing to me for rebounding is pursuing the ball. Boxing out is important, but pursuing the ball and good timing are the most important elements of rebounding. And that's what I would have players focus on. Pursue the ball.
The free throw drops for Powell.
And a great track record in the draft for the Nets. Karis LeVert selected with the 20th pick and Jared Allen taken at 22.
And you might want to throw in guys too. Rodions Kurucs, the 40th pick in 2018, had a big impact, even participated in the Rising Stars Challenge. And, you know, sometimes you got to make your own breaks, make your own good fortune, and that's exactly what the Nets have done.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
That's good from Chandler.
A versatile forward with a really nice, well-rounded all-around game. I mean, Chandler plays with great energy on both ends of the floor.
Davis is checked in for Pascal Siakam. Chandler hits them both. Raptors with the lead. Powell with it. .149 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Davis, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Davis. 1:41 left in the first quarter. Outside Irving. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Playing a physical brand of basketball so far, and those trips to the foul line have been very effective.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
That free throw, no good. And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
Good on the second free throw.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Now here's Chandler. 1:04 left to play here in the first. Raptors leading by 3. The pass to Boucher. Foul for 3. And that one is off. The Nets go the other way with it. Now here's LeVert. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Bounce pass Temple. And it's blocked. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Davis has got the ball. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. The first one falls. That one is no good. Nets trail by 4. Here's LeVert. From down in the low post, it goes.
Boy, the versatility of LeVert showing you he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve and a bunch of shots to choose from, too.
Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Here's McCall. LeVert defending. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Go ahead and get it, youngster. Hollis Jefferson showing off the springs.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for Toronto. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set. Now it complements Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam and what he brings to the team.
Bringing my defense toughness, my experience playing with those 2 guys, one of the best in the game right now, and then helping those 2 here, and with my experience, what I learned, I think I can help the team a lot. Energy and both hands on the floor.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Garrett Temple is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's LeVert in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out. And obviously, Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
The first free throw is good. The mid-range jump shot, you've talked about this a lot, is still valuable if you can hit it with consistency.
Yeah, and if it's a quality shot, Kevin, I think you should shoot it. Move the defense, move the ball to get a quality shot, and I think one of the very best at knocking down the mid-range jump shot, Kevin Durant clearly. But how about Chris Middleton? Elite mid-range jump shooter, and DeMar DeRozan as well has a strong mid-range game too.
Raptors with the lead. Here's McCall. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Davis, the pass to McCaw. 6 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's McCall. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. And Toronto making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. It's LeVert on the wing. Guarded by Powell. Powell against LeVert. The kick out to Irving. On the clock. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. 21 points for Kyrie Irving.
I love the three-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in from deep, and you've got to respect his range.
LeVert against Powell. There's the steal. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. And he can't get the first one. Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. OG Anunoby's checked in for the Raptors. Fred VanVleet comes in for Patrick McCaw. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's Temple, guarded by Powell. Now Irving. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Fast break Toronto. A floater. Back to VanVleet. He kicks it to Ibaka. Powell against Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Powell finds Ibaka. Shoots a fader. And again, no good by Toronto.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Irving dishes to Jordan. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Van Vliet looking around to the paint.
And this is where Ibaka is becoming a little more savvy. Just catches the defense off guard. All they can do at that point is foul.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Nets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
And I really think you've got to love the way they protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
The free throw drops from Ibaka.
And back in 08, Ibaka became the first player ever from the Republic of Congo to be drafted in the NBA.
Dinwiddie is checked in for Irving. Ibaka hits both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And Temple kicks to Dinwiddie. On the money with the open jumper. And the Nets lead by 1.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And he makes that one. He talked about a back and forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here is Harris. No points in the game yet for him. Right side Davis. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Temple. Back to Jordan. It's stolen by Ibaka. Outside, Davis. Fires at the elbow. And no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Pass to Temple. Dinwiddie outside. Atop the key, Prince. Lock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Back to Anunoby. There's the pass to Van Vliet. From deep. But they'll get another chance. Over Harris. Ibaka, no luck. Nets trailed by 3. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Temple, covered by Van Vliet. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Anunoby. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Temple. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Yep, it counts.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
Now here's Van Vliet. Dinwiddie covering. And here is Powell. Over Harris. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
And a 4-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But, Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Allen's checked in for the Nets. And then for Toronto, Pascal Siakam comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Lowry in for Davis. That one drops. He ties it up. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Siakam left side. Trying to get open as Ibaka. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by Lowry.
And that's what makes Lowry a great floor leader. Just unselfish in his attitude and great awareness of how to keep his teammates involved.
Now here's Dinwiddie. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Harris outside. Just 5 on the clock. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game. Raptors with the lead. Siakam with it. He's got 16. To the inside. Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, leaving nothing to chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
Harris finds Dinwiddie. No good off the back of the rim.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Siakam. And the basket is good. Siakam's got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Lowry brings the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Brooklyn with the ball. Jordan dishes to Dinwiddie. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. That shot no good. Good D by Siakam. Floats it up there for Siakam. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now here is Harris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now here's Van Vliet. Defense right on him. Now here is Harris. It's Prince on the wing. Kicks to Allen. Lowry against Dinwiddie. Back to Allen. Prince outside. To end the drought. A putback. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Siakam, good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Brooklyn. Karis LeVert comes in for Joe Harris. And then for Toronto, Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Anunoby, and McCaw is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. It's LeVert on the wing. While recovering to stop the run. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, way too much standing around in this quarter. They should look to get it inside for more high percentage chances.
The Nets have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
How about the year Spencer Dinwiddie was having last season? He was a candidate for most improved and sixth man of the year, then ended up tearing ligaments in his thumb, which cost him a month. But I still think he had a breakout season and more to come.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Chandler outside. Allen passes to LeVert. From deep three-point range, Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Siakam against Prince. 11 feet away. Siakam misses. Clark, you were talking about the injuries for Dinwiddie going into the 2014 draft. A torn ACL caused his drafting stock to slip.
I loved him in college, Kevin. At Colorado, I thought he was outstanding, and he actually had been talked about as a lottery pick. He ended up falling to the second round, and he's showing you he was worthy of being a lottery pick back when he was drafted.
A minute 50 left in the first half of basketball. 6 on the shot clock. Here's LeVert. Allen trying to break free, and it's Toronto with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Dinwiddie, good work defensively by Lowry. Toronto leading by 11. The drive by Siakam. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Throw good, Siakam.
And in the first quarter, he was consistently getting to the line and really causing headaches for the D. Haven't seen that same type of consistency here in the second.
And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Boucher is checked in. Siakam hits them both. Nets trail by 13. Passes to LeVert. Back to Irving. They get it back. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 10 points in the game.
Well, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
Here's Boucher. LeVert defending. Boucher passes to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Throw good, Siakam. Nets trail by 14. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Irving. That That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And it's now 23 points for Kyrie Irving.
And once he started feeling it, Irving just decided to make it his night. And he's done that in a big way.
Now Siakam. He has 29. With one on the clock.
You know, dependable at defending multiple positions, Chandler has great value because of that defensive versatility.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kyle Lowry. Kyle came out strong to take advantage in the first half. Were you pleased with the effort?
Yeah, we got to keep it up. Our defensive intensity has to stay high.
That has led to some great play at the other end. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
What a start it was for Pascal Siakam. He had 29 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Nets trail by 12. On the wing, Irving. Now recovering. Irving can't get it to go. Raptors shooting well, 50% from the floor. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him, from Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Here is Lowry, following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Now here's VanVleet. He's got 6. Basket counts.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Nets trail by 16. Irving finds Harris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Most think of him as a deep shooter, and that's accurate, but Harris is also not shy about doing damage closer to the rim.
Here's Anunoby. Back to Lowry. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Second shot opportunity, and it's good. 2 points. And that's now 9 points for Kyle Lowry.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Siakam against Chandler. Pass to Anunoby. From deep. Cans it from downtown. Anunoby's got 5 now.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Allen kicks to Irving. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Here's Anunoby, guarded by Harris. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. 5 to shoot. Anunoby in the corner. Off target from three-point range. Nets trail by 17. To the middle, here's Chandler, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Good on the shot.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. 2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby, and the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Great talk about his game.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Chandler. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Dinwiddie. The Raptors also with a sub. Powell's checked in. Now here is Irving. He's got 27. Here's Harris, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Now running, here comes Lowry pushing the ball up. Finished off the break. Lowry's got 11.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time. Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Floats it up there for Siakam. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Allen outside. Back to Irving. Up and in on the layup. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Here's Siakam. Excellent D there from Allen. Nets trailed by 19. Outside Irving. Irving double team. Allen outside. And Temple kicks to Irving. For 3, Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, knocking down the 3 guys, that's one of the premier three-point gunners in the NBA, Joe Harris.
Now, here is Ibaka. He's got 6. Lowry drives in. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Toronto.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry. The Nets making a switch here. Prince is checked in. Davis is checked in for the Raptors. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Nets trail by 17. Here's Prince. Jordan high post. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Irving. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. First free throw is good, and the Raptors making a change here. Boucher is checked in. And so Irving nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Jordan. Lobs it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Foul for 3. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got 4 rebounds in this game. The dish to Temple. Harris outside. Shot clock at 6. And there's the pass to Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 34 points for Kyrie Irving.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Toronto calls timeout.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
Some changes for Toronto. Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Siakam. And McCaw is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Here's McCaw, covered by Irving. Powell, the pass to Boucher. Here's Hollis Jefferson. That shot off the mark. Prince with the defensive effort. Knocks it loose. Fast break Toronto. By himself, and the dunk by Powell.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Temple, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Irving can't hit. passes it to Davis. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And it's sent back by Irving. Here's Prince, and he drops it in from the low post. Raptors leading by 12. Here's Boucher. Down low, there's Hollis Jefferson.
Yeah, loitering above the rim. Hollis Jefferson with athleticism to burn.
Over to the wing. Temple dishes to Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Here's Davis. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Irving finds Jordan. Takes it from 10. The shot, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Davis looking for an opening. And here is Powell. He's got 5. Pass to Boucher, and he goes in for the dunk.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Temple. He's guarded by Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Temple. Jordan trying to free himself up. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And the Nets with possession here after Toronto got the three-pointer. Prince trying to free himself up. Irving passes to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. That one goes. Count it. Prince has got 5 now.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Prince comes to help. Outside, Davis. From downtown, the rebound by the Nets. 1:19 left in the third. On the wing, Irving. He's got 34. He kicks to Temple. Harris outside. Back to Temple. Four-on-3 break. Floats one. It's hauled in by Harris.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Nets have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. So for the Nets, Jared Allen's checked in for Jordan. Karis LeVert comes in for Harris. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Garrett Temple. OG Anunoby's checked in for Toronto. Fred VanVleet comes in for Davis. He hits the second from the line. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 16-point lead. Here's Anunoby, defended by Allen. Pass to Powell. Shot clock at 5. That one doesn't go. Prince with the defensive effort. He feeds it to Allen. To the left wing. The pass to Irving. Allen surveying the D. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Not to be denied there. Allen playing hard. A little contact, not going to bother.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. free throw, good. Allen.
Boy, a stalwart defender who knows his strengths on offense. I mean, Allen is a fantastic two-way threat, and he wants to get better. This is a guy whose future is bright.
And so it's Toronto looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the action after this word. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Nets trail by 13. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Prince out there with Jared Allen. And it's Chandler in at the small forward position. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Boy, nice mobility from the 5. Allen is very active offensively.
Raptors leading by 11. Here's McCall. Passes it to Van Vliet. To the paint. Here's Boucher. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Kyrie Irving's checked in for LeVert. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Raptors. The Raptors shooting an efficient 53% from the field. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Anunoby, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now, here is Irving. Tight defense on him. Dinwiddie outside. Ibaka comes with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Toronto has possession. Toronto leading by 13. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. McCaw, the pass to Ibaka. Just 5 on the clock. Powell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Powell. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. And Toronto also making a switch. Siakam is checked in for Patrick McCall. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Irving. Guys, their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Allen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And the first one drops. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And so he hits both.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Outside Lowry. And the Raptors miss again. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. It's a 13-point game. Prince kicks to Irving. Poked loose. It's stolen by Lowry. Dishes to Ibaka. Irving against Lowry. Back to Ibaka. Shoots it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 9th assist in the game now. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
And that one falls for Prince. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Lowry with the ball. Inside. Here's Van Vliet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Irving. There's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got 15 points here in the second half.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Lowry from outside, and again, Toronto no up. Nets trail by 10 to the inside. Prince. The Raptors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Siakam against Prince, and Siakam throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Back to Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got 40 points.
He is just self-willing, his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
And the pass to Anunoby.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second. Nets trail by 9. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Van Vliet. Lowry up top. Anunoby in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. Anunoby's got 4 this quarter.
And it's crucial that Anunoby knocks down that jumper, showing how skilled he is from the perimeter.
Prince outside. Nets passing it around. To the middle. Here's Dinwiddie, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I can't find an excuse for letting Dinwiddie get this positioning inside. I mean, once he has it, you're toast.
Here's Lowry. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Harris dishes to Allen.
Earning a trip to the stripe that time. Allen constantly on the move, which makes him hard to guard.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Toronto leading by 11. Now Van Vliet. Siakam outside. Lowry against Dinwiddie. From outside, off the mark.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Irving kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. From deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Van Vliet with it. He's against Allen. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Toronto, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And stolen by Prince. Harris outside. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Kyrie Irving.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
He gets that one. Siakam's got 43 points.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Allen finds Irving. Over Lowry. Irving can't hit. Toronto leading by 13. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Nets trail by 14. Prince, the pass to Irving. Allen outside. Back to Irving. Inside. Here's Prince. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Irving finds Allen. Pass to Dinwiddie. The shot. Allen, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Allen's got 20 points.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Irving, and it's Lowry penetrating. Here's Ibaka. Unable to get that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Outside Irving. Fires the three. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's, and it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside the length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He throw good, Ibaka. Norman Powell's checked in for the Raptors. And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka. Nets trail by 14. Irving surveying the floor. Pass to Harris. Back to Irving. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound, Nets. Toronto leading by 12. Lowry up top. He's covered by Irving. And it's sent back by Allen.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why you shouldn't try to do it.
Shoots from the high post. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Lowry drives in, and he comes up with the deuce. Lowry's got 4 points in the quarter.
And what a take from Lowry, using that quickness to just blaze to the rim.
Allen, and then Allen slams it in.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Irving against Lowry. Pass to Anunoby. He kicks it to Powell. 6 to shoot. The 3. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Irving. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, completely inexcusable and unacceptable when you don't box out Allen. This guy is a monster as an offensive rebounder.
Here's Lowry. Sweet little floater.
Timeout.
Lowry's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Timeout called the Nets. They trail by 14. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Toronto.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Pascal Siakam.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Lowry. And Kyle Lowry drops them both. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Irving. They grab their own miss. And here is Powell. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lowry. No good that time. The Nets go the other way with it. Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Outside Lowry. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Serge, big win tonight. Now, people may think you have some easy games on the schedule, but you did not play easy tonight.
Because we know where we want to go, you know. That's why we was focused tonight. We got to finish strong.
And it was a strong performance, Serge. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.